number 49 on page 128. We are still doing complex numbers. 49 through 57 ask you to write the quotient in standard form. Standard form is a plus bi. So we're looking for a number and then the complex part. So number 49, the problem is 5 over I. And you can never have an I in the denominator. So to get rid of that, I'm going to multiply by its conjugate, which is negative I. If I do that on the bottom, I have to do it on the top. So on the top, I get negative 5i, and on the bottom, I get negative I squared. Well, I squared is negative 1, so that's a negative times a negative 1. So that's negative 5i over negative times negative 1 would be 1, or just negative 5i. And you may not have to do all the steps that I did to get there, but I just wanted to show it for those who are needing it. 51 is 2 over 4 minus 5i. Okay, so to get rid of that, I'm going to multiply by the conjugate of 4 minus 5i, which is 4 plus 5i. And if I do it on the bottom, I have to also do it on the top. Okay, so on the top, I have to do 2 times both of these. So I get 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 5i is 10i. And then on the bottom, I'm going to do FOIL. 4 times 4 is 16. Then the outer is plus 20i. That's 4 times 5i. The inner is minus 20i. And then I get minus 25i squared. Whoa, I don't know why that's moving around on me. Okay, top, 8 plus 10i. The bottom, these cancel, and I get 16 minus 25i squared would be plus 25. Because I squared is negative 1. So it's like minus 25 times a negative 1. So this is 8 plus 10i over 41, because 16 plus 25 is 41. And they're going to write it in standard form. So they're going to write it as 8 over 41 plus 10i over 41. Just both of these are over 41, so I can write them separate. All right, on to number 53. 53 is 3 plus I over 3 minus I. So I'm going to multiply by the conjugate of the denominator, which is 3 plus I. If I have 3 minus I, the conjugate is 3 plus I. So on the top, I'm going to do FOIL, and on the bottom, I'm going to do FOIL. 3 times 3 is 9. Then I'd have plus 3i, plus 3i, plus I squared. And then here I'd have 9 plus 3i minus 3i minus I squared. Whoa, don't move around on me. So the top here, I get 9 plus 6i. If I put 3i and 3i together, I get 6i, and then minus 1, because plus I squared would be minus 1. And on the bottom, I'm going to get 9, and these cancel out, minus negative 1. So it ends up being 8 plus 6i on the top, because 9 minus 1 is 8. And then 9 minus negative 1 is 10 on the bottom. And actually this can reduce because 8, 6, and 10 have a common factor, and that factor is 2. So divide everything by 2 would be 4 plus or minus 3i over 5. And to write it in standard form, it's 4 over 5. I don't know why I put plus and minus. It's only plus. I was getting the quadratic formula before I needed to. 8 plus 6i changes to 4 plus 3i. So 4 over 5 plus 3 over 5, 3 over 5i. So writing it in standard form rather than just as a fraction. All right, 55, maybe. Go to the next one. I don't know what's going on here. All right, 55. 6 minus 5i over I. So I'm going to multiply by negative I. If I do it to the denominator, I have to do it to the numerator. So on the top, I'm going to get negative 6i, and then I'm going to get plus 5i squared, and on the bottom, I'm going to get negative I squared. So that's going to be negative 6i minus 5, and on the bottom, I'm going to get negative times a negative 1, or just 1. Negative 6i minus 5 over 1. So in standard form, the negative 5 would come first. Negative 5 minus 6i. And since it's over 1, I don't have to write that. All right, number 57 is a little bit of a challenge. Give myself lots of room here. It's 3i over 4 minus 5i squared. All right, the first thing I need to do is figure out what is 4 minus 5i squared. So I'm going to write it down twice and FOIL or distribute that. And on the bottom I get 4 times 4, which is 16, minus 20i, minus 20i, plus 25i squared, which is 3i over, it'd be 16 minus 40i minus 25, which is 3i over, let's see, 16 minus 25 is negative 9 minus 40i. So that's what this problem looks like when I've squared the denominator. So now, to simplify it, I've got to multiply by the conjugate, which is negative 9 plus 40i. All right, so distribute on the top. It'd be negative 27i plus 120i squared. Whoa. I wish I could get that back. Move it back. Okay. And then on the bottom, it's going to be negative 9 times negative 9, which is 81, minus 360i, plus 360i, and then minus 1600i squared. So the top, 120i squared is negative 120 minus 27i, and the bottom, this cancels out, is 81 plus 1600, so 1681. 81, this will be plus 1600. So if I write it in standard form, it's negative 120 over 1681 minus 27 over 1681i. All right, that takes you through 57, and I will pick up with 59 on the next video.